Introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This is Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go now.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Come on, let's go.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is knocked down from the side at the 17-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Miller looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here it goes. Ohio.
Again, it's Miller. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Watson to throw on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. Powering his way forward. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Fournette on the counter. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no. Second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second is Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 50, it's Watson, staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. On second down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Bortles now on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it again with Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's 15-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Bortles. And this one complete to Reed. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Steps away to his left. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
There we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now running right through it. A great effort there to shed the contact. And it helps him pick up the first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. 1-9.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 38.
They'll run it again with Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Blue 45.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he loses the football a second time. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now a handoff looking right. And now look at him go. The 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 67 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Bortles now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. 45 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On first and 10, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? Make a tackle along the way.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. Possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They begin with a run by Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They'll try the right side here with Miller. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now it's Miller running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Watson.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Bortles going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, it shifts past him. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch left. Start right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 1-9. Flex round.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Calais Campbell bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
To throw, it's Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Bortles going to throw here. Being chased out left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jags, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.